Hey YouTube, Hannikin here. Got another episode of Geek Cave for you. It's a rather disappointing episode on my part. We get the last box this month, which is my Popinabox. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I think someone just dropped the ball, or the box rather, and just left it sit in the rain. The entire box was waterlogged. They changed up the box they were putting stuff in. It's completely random. I wish they would settle upon a box and stick to it. And I wish they would settle upon packing material, because they wrapped the outside of all 4 pops in bubble wrap. Kinda, but they didn't like tape them together or seal it or anything, and there was no paper. It's a horrible packing job, barely fit in the box, but the entire box was waterlogged, and so were the pops. So all the boxes pretty much destroyed. Maybe 1 or 2, or maybe one of them is okay, I don't know. But I'm not going to be able to show you the boxes because they're pretty in disarray. I have not had a chance to look at the pops, although I took them out of the box, so we're going to go over them now. So first up is going to be Harley Quinn. And this is a PX Exclusives Harley Quinn, and there is like hair, string, I don't know what is it, all over her. Spider webs. Anyway, this is the PX Exclusives Glow in the Dark Harley Quinn. It's my first one that's glow in the dark, so that's kind of cool. It's everywhere. Jeez, this thing is filthy. Anyway, that is Harley Quinn. So, looking at it, it is, you know, flaws all over the place. Not very good paint job, as per usual, but it's one of the, I think, older style pops, so they did a horrible hand paint job on it. So there's that. I'm trying to figure out like what exactly glows in the dark. Maybe just her face, which is going to look really weird, but it doesn't look like there's too much water damage, and this is one of the boxes that actually didn't get too much water damage, a little bit on the back, because I think it was on the top, and most of the water damage was on the bottom, because it looks like they just let it sit in a puddle. So, Harley Quinn. Second one, which didn't have very much water damage, was the Star Wars Bib Fortuna. This one's actually probably in the best condition box-wise. I do have the box over there, but it is the original one. It's not a re-release, unbolted version. So it's actually not the Disney branded version. So Bib Fortuna. Is Bobble is head is coming off or whatever. A little bit there. That's kind of weird. Barely, it's like sitting right on him. Anyway, doesn't look like there's too much damage other than the fact that it's a bobblehead and it's crappy, because bobbleheads are crappy. Pop, stop making bobbleheads. Moving on. Next two more Star Wars ones. First up is the normal Captain Phasma. This box was a giant wet turd with a plastic pop protector in it. It was nothing left of the box. So the fact that they actually put the plastic in there helps protect it a little bit, and the front side of the plastic on the box helps a little bit. So you didn't really get too much water damage on this guy. And it's actually not in too bad condition, considering, like, and paint job wise, this is actually not a bad pop. Last up is Finn, I think it's Finn, I'm not sure, it could just be a random stormtrooper, I forget. Couldn't really read the box, I'll have to look it up, because again, the box was in shambles. Nothing left but the plastic basically, and wet cardboard. This one does actually have like what looks like maybe some water staining, because it's a white pop. It got probably the worst of the wear from it, but it's okay, I guess. So yeah, there's that one. So that's what we got this month. I have contacted them and they did respond to me. For all of you individuals out there ordering from the United States, it's called Popinabox.us, but they're still shipping from the UK. They're just forwarding it to an address in the US and then forwarding it on from there. As such, their customer support does not offer refunds, or you can't return or exchange it because it's defective if you were outside the UK for some reasons. They did offer to provide me with compensation in the form of 50% or something like that, because I can't obviously give them this back. They can't give me full reimbursement, but they said they can give me half reimbursement maybe, or something like that. Not exactly sure. I'm still communicating with them. And they did say that if you do receive an item from them, that is the box and the pop itself are both damaged beyond resell, that they will just flat out replace it, but only in that circumstance. So again, this company has an awesome idea and concept, but poor execution. This is just me like providing an analytical review. I love the company, I love what they do. They just need to improve certain aspects to actually legitimize the company, because it seems like it's really kind of a like someone's side project almost. Their website offers a lot to do, but it's poorly executed and very clunky. Could be done a lot better. The packaging could be a lot more consistent and better. The first month that I got, this is the third month, the first month I got it, there was no shipping packing material whatsoever. The second month they did an awesome job of packing, and then this month they did a crappy job again, kind of almost in between, but it was wet, so can't really judge on that. But the box was a lot smaller this time. It was actually kind of like the size of a marble collector core box, and they crammed 4 pops in there, and it folds out the same way, but there's nothing on the box. It was still like plain cardboard, but the pops barely fit in there with 4 of them. I could see 2 pops in that size of box with full padding and full whatever, but then they'd have to ship 2 if you're getting 4. But they need to come up with their own branding, their own box, their own packing material, a decent way of shipping. First of all, I'm going to recommend to anyone and everyone out there, any company who's shipping pops, the best way to ship pops, wrap the pop, like gift wrap the pop in bubble wrap. Put it in a box. If you're shipping more than one, gift wrap individually, wrap them all in padding, or surround them in padding, in paper or in peanuts is the best way. Put it in a box, make sure that they fit in the box with the peanuts surrounding it and the bubble wrap, and ship it. Best way to send a pop if you are trying to be a legitimate collector-oriented provider, which is what this company aims to do. They have a tracker for collecting, for crying out loud. So they need to go that extra mile in establishing those aspects, and then fix their website. Get a professional developer and a professional designer to build your website and your content behind. It's extremely difficult to use the website to accomplish what they want you to accomplish. It has awesome features, just poor execution. So I think they have a lot of potential. They just need to fix some of those things. They had and they need to expand in that, branch out into the US market. Because that's where they're going to get more revenue stream, more individuals, and they're going to be able to flush out their company by doing that. I don't think there's actually a lot of, I could be wrong, those of you who out there who are from the UK, please let me know in the comments. I'm not sure what the demand for pops are in the UK, so I can't comment on that. But I know in the US it is extremely high demand, and I've seen lots of people review and receive these and praise it, but I haven't ever seen any good reviews on the key aspects that I'm pointing out here, being shipping, packing, handling, usability of their website, and like overall presentation of the company. Those three aspects need to be improved. Okay, so I'm done rambling. This has been a long enough video for what I got here. So as always, Hannikin here. Hit subscribe on the way out. It's been an episode of Geek K. Laters.